At a time when women were not allowed to step out of their homes, when girls picking up a book was seen as a sin, and education was a privilege reserved only for men, one woman dared to challenge centuries of oppression. Her name was Savitribai Phule, and she lit the first flame of education for women in India, a flame that still burns bright today. Savitribai was born on January 3, 1831, in a small village called Naigaon in present-day Maharashtra. She belonged to a family of the Mali community, traditionally engaged in gardening, a lower caste group often excluded from education and social progress. Like most girls of her time, Savitribai never went to school. Society expected her to grow up, get married young, and remain confined to household duties. Her life took a dramatic turn when, at the age of 9, she was married to Jyotirao Phule, a visionary social reformer who was just 13. Unlike most men of his time, Jyotirao believed that education was the key to liberation for both men and women. Recognizing Savitribai's intelligence and curiosity, he began to teach her at home, something revolutionary for that era. The partnership between Savitribai and Jyotirao was far more than a traditional marriage. They became partners in revolution. Encouraged by her husband, Savitribai continued her education and eventually became India's first female teacher. Together, the Phules dreamed of an India where education was a right, not a privilege, and where women and oppressed castes could rise beyond the chains of ignorance. In 1848, Savitribai and Jyotirao established India's first school for girls in Bidewada, Pune. Savitribai was the headmistress and teacher. The moment she entered the classroom, she made history. She was the first Indian woman to ever teach in a school. But society was not ready. People hurled stones, mud, and cow dung at her on the way to school. Yet every day she carried an extra sari, changed it, and continued teaching. Savitribai's fight went far beyond classrooms. She and Jyotirao opened 18 schools for girls, Dalits, and children from marginalized communities. They challenged the rigid caste system, promoted widow remarriage, and established shelters for pregnant rape survivors, a concept unheard of in the 1800s. Savitribai also started Balhatya Pratibandhak Griha, a home to prevent female infanticide, and launched publications to spread awareness about equality and rights. Challenges and opposition. Her bold actions earned her enemies. Orthodox groups branded her a corrupt woman and even threatened her life. But Savitribai never stopped. She believed that education is the path to freedom. Her courage inspired a generation of women to step out of their homes and claim their right to knowledge. Legacy and honors. Savitribai Phule is remembered today as the mother of Indian feminism and the pioneer of women's education. Numerous schools, universities, and institutions across India are named after her. A university in Pune, Savitribai Phule Pune University, stands as a tribute to her work. Statues of her holding a book and leading young girls can be found in many Indian cities, a symbol of empowerment for millions. Death. When, how, and legacy. Even in her final moments, Savitribai continued to serve society. In 1897, when a plague epidemic struck Pune, she tirelessly cared for the sick. While nursing a young patient, she herself contracted the disease and passed away on March 10, 1897, at the age of 66. Her legacy lives on. In every classroom where girls learn, in every woman who fights for her rights, and in every mind that dares to question injustice. Savitribai Phule didn't just teach girls how to read and write. She taught an entire nation to think, question, and rise. She proved that one woman with courage and compassion can change the destiny of millions. Tell us in the comments, how does Savitribai Phule's story inspire you? And if you want us to uncover the life of another revolutionary icon, let us know below. Subscribe to Era Uncover, because every era tells a story.